Practice with you? No. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, a lot of people, when we first started Hometown Mentors started in my brain about 7 years ago. When a classmate of mine, we were doing a reunion, planning our 1971 class reunion. And Mikey Murray, I know how many of you know her, but she was a classmate of mine. She said, you know, wouldn't it be nice to give back to the people of Cameron County? How do we do that? So that got some wheels turning in my head, and we had about 50 people at our class reunion that year in 2006. And out of those 50 people, we were donated $1,000, which we gave to a student in Cameron County High School. But I thought, if 50 people can come up with $1,000 to give back to their home, who's out there that wants to help? The other thing that I thought was, you know, we go to a lot of different mission areas. My daughter's been to Haiti twice. I taught Bible school for the Hopi Indians when I got out of high school. And we do a lot of things like that, but who's taking care of my hometown? And I thought, the resources are here. We are here. We're in Alaska. We're in California. We're in New Mexico and Texas and Florida and Georgia and Emporium. You all are my mentor. It's the background that you look at when you get into trouble out in life, and life does throw you some curves. It's the background that comes back and the people's faces that you see when things go awry. And it's also the joy. And that's what Hometown Mentors wants to help with, is the joy. I go on too long, and I'm not going to do that tonight. I get up on my soapbox and I can't get off, but I love Cameron County. And I know that all of you love Cameron County too. So Hometown Mentors wants to bring back those of us who love it too, to help in whatever way you want help with. So we are going to do our surveys and check things out. The first project that Hometown Mentors was involved in was something that I thought, hey, this might be able to work. The Chamber of Commerce, Tina John Sullick, had said, you know, I don't know how to design a wooden box for the parking meters, but I'd like to have one. It's been a couple years and those plastic bags look horrible. I said, okay, let me see what we can do. So with a donation of $188, we bought material. No, in a minute. Anyway, we bought materials, and I called Fred Byrne, and I said, Fred, could you design a box for us for the parking meters? He said yes. And then we had somebody that cut out the materials. Mr. Hugar, do you remember Mr. Hugar, science teacher? He's down county, and he cut out the box materials for me. Oh, you two finished? No, it's not your turn yet, Dad. Just a minute. And then we made the boxes, and everybody in town got together and decorated them. They were signing the boxes and saying, hey, we're going to remember this one next year for our family and whatnot. And it was a lot of fun. So that was our first project. And then the fire happened in Prospect Park Playground. Well, I'll tell you what, that's the playground where I used to play. And I thought, how can we bring it back? We have, since that time, brought people back to Cameron County to help with the playground. And I want to thank publicly tonight Mary Armstrong Melzer, who recently gave us a gift of $15,000 to install a toddler lot. And it has been built. It is now 49. And so this is what Hometown Mentors is all about. We want to give back to the place that loved us first and that showed us how to go about life. I have talking about mentors, and it's difficult when you're get personal, but I want to thank Pat Harrier because I live during the week in Maryland. I work for a company called Computer Sciences Corporation. Computer Sciences has 90,000 employees globally. And I work for the Vice President and was in the Department of Homeland Security. I'm an executive assistant. It's important to note for all of you who are up and coming and in high school still, I do not have a college degree. The only degree that I have is from Cameron County High School, and it's a diploma. But I sat at a desk with the Vice President of CSC, 1.5 blocks from the White House. And I think I'm pretty proud of that, not having a college degree, but I give that back to the teachers and the mentors in Cameron County. So, anyway, without Pat, I wouldn't have been able to make this. Tonight, a night for mentors, I want to introduce to you the best mentor a daughter could ever have. One who's a little bit anxious, but the best. And that, isn't that right, Kim and Lori? He's a Baptist lay minister. He's the president of the Senior Center here in Emporium. He's a Korean War veteran, a loving father, Ken.
Anybody hear me? Okay. Well, she took away a little bit of my thunder. I wanted to come out here and complain a little bit because ever since I've been here for this weekend, I've heard Kathy does this and Kathy did that and Kathy can find Pat Harrier to do the work and never a mention of me. So I want to come out and see if I could get a little acclamation here of my own and have something like to do for this home mentors time. And if we could have the house lights. Somebody's in control of those? Okay, what I would like to do right now is find out how many military people we have here. Anybody who has served in the military, would you please stand? I also wanted to mention that I do help Kathy out. She was trying to come up with a lucky number for this weekend, and she couldn't come up with one, but I did. And the number is 60. Can you imagine that? The number 60 is a lucky number. Because one thing I can ask right now is, she mentioned I was in the Korean War. Are there any other ones here who were in Korea between 1950 and 1954? That's 53 is 60 years ago. So, but if you graduated from Cameron County, you already knew that. So, anyway, 60 is the magic number here. And I had something I was going to work out here. We have a, where did that little gadget go that they were going to put out here? There it comes. Thank you. As I mentioned, 50 or 60 years ago, 1953 to Korea during the Korean War. And recently, there was a group, a medical group from Korea. They're called the Korea Health Industry Development Institute, USA. And they put out a letter and asked for anybody to send pictures in who had been in the who were war veterans of the Korean War. They sent it out to the war veterans. And I sent one in, not even thinking about winning. And I won first place prize, which is a totally expensive paid trip to Korea for 2 people. And my son-in-law happens to be half Korean, and so I invited him to go along with me. And we just got back last Saturday, and we had a great time there. And we had, everything seemed to work out well for what we wanted to do. I even got to see the Army base where I had been, and I got to see an orphanage that I worked with, and an orphanage that I had helped build as well. And so we had a real good time. So I don't, Kathy doesn't depend on me for some things, but at least I came up with this system because it's 60 years ago since the Korean War. And Kathy did go with me down to Washington, D.C. to get this award. And you don't have anything to say about that, do you? I took you along.
No, I didn't appreciate it very much. I have to tell you, Dad, I mean, we were standing up on stage in front of all those 400 people. You were receiving this award that you got. Well, you had to go and tell them that I was born while you were over in Korea. They know I'm 60.
Well, 60 isn't bad. Don't get happy.
Well, I mean, really.
60 is a good number, isn't it? I think it is. How many, for instance, Carl, what year were you born? 1960. And Lori, my daughter, what year were you born? 1960. All right. 60 is a good number, and I think it's a good number. But, well, anybody else have an idea of 60 is a good number? Anybody? Oh! What? Now, wait a minute. Is this just saying you're 60?
Are you nuts? No. I'm the director of the Senior Center, and when you're 60, you get to come and play with all the other 60-plus people.
All right.
60 is great.
All you people that are 60 now, you can come to the Senior Center. You're seniors. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you. Okay.
I need to do one thing, though, Dad, while you're still on this subject. I know that there are other members of my class of 1971 that are here who were born also in 1953.
I want to see them stand up. Anybody was born in 1953.
Come on. Everybody knows how old I am.
Anybody born in 1953?
1953.
Stand up.
Biggie.
Stand up. How many out here?
I see. Gray. They're all admitting it.
Okay. Well, in this situation, I'll finish this up with the lucky 60. And unfortunately, it's only going to be for the ladies who were born in 1953. But what I want you to do is make believe that I'm not 81 years old, that I'm sexy, handsome, and I can sing to you, and you're going to really enjoy it and think that you're that as a friend with a friend who's the same age as you are. So, is this the only one we have?
The only one that will admit you.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, Carl, let's do it. You've gone like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 60. You're beautiful.
not seeing me for 9 months.
Thank you. That's great. Nice job. I know we're all talented families. I think. Kathy mentioned that she did not go to college. I, in full disclosure, went to college, but they kicked me out for something I never did. Study. My dad hated that joke every time I was. All right, now we want to do something pretty special here, right, Kathy? Oh, you're going to do the 50-50. Just call them out on me. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Got your tickets? Here come the house line. When you're going to get what? Wow, $285. Wow. That's a pretty good deal, right? $285 for the winner. Go ahead and pat. Well, Kathy, somebody draw it out. Pete.
I'm not looking, and I don't have anything in there. Number is
You got it? 553 323. Who's got it? 553323. Anybody have it?
raise your hand if you want it.
Because if not, I can. Anybody? 553323. All right, we pull another one. Do we have it? No?
Chris has it?
Chris?
Chris?
All right.
Thank you. I didn't do that on purpose.
There you go. Congratulations. All right, now we're going to do something that's kind of fun. We don't want to let you know what it is until we get Ms. Beveridge up here, right? We need her up here for this? Yes, we absolutely do. We're going to relive the elementary school days. Okay? And we're all going to do, does everybody